Hey, good morning and welcome to BCB Live. Drive safe, Dave, Sir Rick, the producer in the house. Thankful Thursday. We're pumped up to give you your day, right? Drive safe to make sure you know that we are so thankful for all that you do, for all that you make happen every day, for your safety streaks, for all the streaks you do other than streaking down the road. No streaking down the road. That's the one streak we don't want to see right here.
No streaking.
Drive safe, Dave. Good morning to you.
How are you doing this morning? I started off the conversation with you this morning and it already got bumpy. Did it get bumpy this morning?
I don't think it got bumpy at all.
I think it got bumpy.
I think there's a lot of encouragement going on. You know, I'm a man of encouragement.
Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to Thankful Thursday. We are happy that you are here and we are happy that you are always here. Appreciate you on this many of days, but especially on Thankful Thursday. It's a moment for us to take pause and remember what it is you actually do and to be appreciative of all the actions that you take here and throughout the company.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And today we come with you. And, you know, there's some tough numbers as we gain in age, Drive Safe. One of them numbers is age 50, when we're like, man, I'm 50 years old. But what we get excited about is 50 days of getting out and looking. Those are the streaks we love to see here.
That's amazing, 50 days. We got, just to think where we were a year ago, and now here we are at 50 days going streaking in through, get out and look. It means that everybody's doing what they have to do.
Without a doubt, we're making it happen. We're getting out and looking. The preventable accidents as well is at 16. Again, we put together another 24 hours, and that's all we can do. That's all we ask you to do is make this 24 hours the absolute safest you can make it. This is BCB Live, the safest station in the nation. And we can only be called that because of what you do out there on the highway.
And the actions that you take, plus also what you believe and pass on to everyone else. We want you to continue to spread the message. We want you to take BCBs of trucking and give it away, right? We want you to give it away.
Yes,
it's not,
the Great
don't
Commission.
hold it right here. Give it away. Let everybody else have that BCBs of trucking so that they too can share in your success and be safer out there on the road.
Hey, Drives, a little bit of news. Let's get caught up. First of all, Bob will hit the weather. We got some storms brewing once again. A little bit of rain. Shocker. We've had rain for, at least on the forecast, for quite a while now. But are you familiar, Drive Safe, Dave, with 3rd Street and Main? Main and 3rd.
Main and 3rd
Yes,
Street.
we have a big problem going on at Main and 3rd. A lot of chicks hanging out on the corner.
Yeah, a lot of chicks hanging out. Oh, in Goshen.
6,000 of them actually hanging out on the corner of 3rd and Main in Goshen when we had a semi turn. I guess the straps came loose and the chickens ran free on the corner.
Yeah, some of those don't look like they're actually running. I mean, I'm going out on a limb. Some of those aren't moving at all. I'm sorry to say that is a chicken disaster going on right there.
Well, that's a still photo. You realize that, right?
Yeah, but
neither are the people, but they're alive and kicking. I promise you.
They're standing. I mean, none of those chickens I see are actually.
But
standing.
I did watch somebody put it on Twitter, and yeah, there wasn't a lot of for chickens that they flew the coop or whatever. They weren't going anywhere. They were just kind of hanging out, maybe a leg hurt, I don't know.
Traumatized.
Yes, and in an era where we're having issues with the meat, we already have a shortage of chickens. It's hard to get the wings. Wings have gone up in pricing. And hey, Drive Safe, speaking of meat, we reported yesterday, and that was an NPR news too, that, hey, relax, okay? Hey, there's no price increase coming from JBS. I know they were hacked, but hey, if everything gets up and running by tomorrow, which is today, then we'll be fine. There shouldn't be anything. Wall Street Journal, meat prices rise because of the hack. So here it is.
That's what I said yesterday. I told you, you're like, oh, they're not going to. I was like, okay, this is any opportunity in the world.
What is the NPR? Is that like BCB radio? Is that like non-funded? Is that like
it's like national
radio?
National public radio.
Yeah, it's just random folks like you and I giving out words. There's no facts to it. The day after in Wall Street Journal, choice up 5.60 per pound or per pack per case. Select up $5.43. So yes, you will see an increase on the prices.
Wow. That's a lot. And you know what? We knew it was coming, and it hopefully it'll go back down after they start rolling.
Man, just these the hacks that go on, and now they're affecting our food. And President Biden said we're looking closely at Russia, at the issue, with the hackers out there. And Drive Safe, what are you thinking on that? I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean, how do we get involved or take stronger action in Russia against hackers?
They're on a platform. They can be attacked as well. They can be
the hackers.
Yeah, absolutely. They're on the same type platform. They're at the same deal.
Our guys, but attacked by who? Our kids are playing games. They're not as advanced as they are obviously in Russia, going for the money.
They are. I mean, that's they're just using the same tools that we have. We have some pretty good people as well. We have some pretty good, and you know what? Some of those gamers, they're actually very good at what they do, and they can actually go after some of these guys. So
when does it start? When does it start?
So I'm confused here. Did you just say that if you play video games,
no,
you can hack? These gamers know what they're doing. They can hack into Russian security.
Okay, so let's go out on a limb. I would say that probably that most of these people that are in the computer cyber warfare started out playing computer games. I'm probably going to go out on a limb and say that they probably their first instances with the computer were probably video games.
Give me a Russian accent like you're just starting to play games. You're an up and comer gamer.
I can't. You know what? Natasha, I get some vodka and let's go play some games.
How old is this Natasha, dude? Seriously?
I don't know.
That is just weird. I mean, come on now. All right, so we have, but then there's a new Russian. So the hackers that did JBS Foods, and let me tell you, they're not so good. They're not the big Christian hackers that we've been talking about. The name of them, producer, is it R Evil? Is it Revel? What is the name of this gang?
So it's spelled capital R, capital E, VIL. So I'm thinking R Evil. So I don't think they're being too subtle about what's happening here. I think they simply are evil.
I'm telling you, man. And this gang. I mean, what? Again, I think we talked about it before. What does this gang look like? I mean, if you're a computer gang, are you near as intimidating?
Rolled up sleeves. You got some rolled up sleeves. Maybe a bandana. Maybe.
I don't know. I just can't see that from a cyber criminal. You're wearing your Vans on a skateboard. Is that what these gangs look like out there?
I have no idea. I don't even think pocket protectors. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm right with you. What does that look like? Hey, Drive Safe. Also in the Wall Street, I thought this was kind of fun. I actually brought it in here. So they had a little section in here. It's on the small business, and I asked a question here, Drive Safe. So before you go into business, it says to ask yourself these 10 questions. I'm going to give you a couple of these questions, and you give me the answer. We're talking Drive Safe Dave going into business, and what business is this going to be?
Let's just say truck driving.
Truck driving position. What do I want my life to look like in 10 years?
Retired.
How many truck drivers have gone into a truck? BCB's been in business for 10 years, and I don't think when we began this, retirement was in the future. I thought maybe a forced retirement could have happened, right? I mean, but retirement in 10 years, I mean, that's a lot of folks are retiring, right? Forced retirement. Owner-operators, company drivers are done, fed up with the thing. So here we go. Is another question. Do I have 5 to 10 years of stamina for that idea?
Sure.
Do you?
Absolutely.
How is that? You got ready to go?
I feel pumped.
Gotcha. Is there anyone else doing this? And if it's been tried before and flopped, why would Drive Safe Dave be better at it than anybody else?
You know what? I just bring to the table more than just enough. More than just enough. I bring to the table.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe, dude. And I was thinking to myself, 10 years. Well, 10 years ago, I think I had hair. I wasn't as fat. I could
more patient.
I had my own 2 knees. No, I wasn't any more patient, I don't think.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't know if patience is. I've never been a patient one. Not one to like crowds. Not patient. Not much of a lover of people, a liker of people from a distance. From a distance, I love people. I really do.
What is
No,
that?
from a distance, you
that,
know.
that way you don't have to actually help anybody. If
No. I can help them. I just don't need to know a lot of the other side.
I'll send signals.
I don't need to know rumors. I'm not a rumor mill kind of person either. I don't need to know what's going on in your life. I know sometimes I think I upset you when you make a general statement and I don't get into it with you. Like, well, what's
Hi.
wrong? Yeah.
Like, hi. Like, how are you doing?
Or like,
I don't
hey, good
care.
morning.
Or good morning. That's like way out there. That's like way.
Well, but you'll say good, and it sounds like a statement to me, and and you act
Really?
like you want a reply, and I'm thinking, what am I? You just made a statement, good morning, and I'm going with you.
It's a salutation. It's not something unbeknownst to most people in society. I'm just saying, if you walk up to somebody and you say, Guten Tag, they probably understand, or they say, howdy, or they say, good
Guten Tag.
morning.
I would
or
never understand. So do this for me then. If it's
Buenos dias. You get that one?
it depends how you say it. I wish you would say it with just start saying it and then say question mark at the end. So I know you're asking me a question.
So you want me to go,
otherwise
good morning?
Good morning.
Or
Good
you can say
morning?
good morning question mark, or is it a good morning? But when you just say good morning, it's a statement, drive safe, and I don't know how to react to that.
It is. You do not know how to react to
No,
a normal salutation that is society has had in thousands of years for whatever reason. Sir Rick has just now figured out he's not sure what we're saying. He's curious as to why somebody would say, good morning, Sir Rick. He doesn't get that. He doesn't understand what's
That's
going
different
on.
right there. When
Why
you say
is
it
good
like that.
morning?
I don't
How
know.
is that different?
Morning.
Morning.
Well, you said Sir Rick. And the way you said it made me realize that, you know what? Good morning back to you, I guess. But I don't know how to do it's like bless you when somebody sneezes. Why do you say bless you for?
It's you know what? It's
What are you
it's not courtesy.
I don't try to say. I'm just asking some questions here. Hey, at 7:26, we don't do that phrase that pays. These are just some struggles I have sometimes.
Please and thank you.
See,
and,
that's why I don't share my
hold
story.
Hold the door open. Those kind of just the small, simple things for people.
So,
Kick
to answer-
old people off the ground when they fall. Just the weird stuff. The weird things out there that make us human. Don't want to
So-
start any of those.
To answer the question as to why we say bless you, it's because one of the symptoms of the plague was coughing and sneezing, so it's believed that Pope Gregory I suggested saying God bless you after someone sneezed in hope that they would not die from the plague. So that is why we say bless you.
And we're hoping you won't die by saying God bless you.
Is that why? Well, I don't think I sneeze anyway. That's more of a human trait. But in other news, hey, drive safe. I don't know, did you see that there's another strand of the bird flu going on in China right now that somebody just contracted it? I saw that on the news.
Avian flu?
I don't think it was the avian. It was some other. It was A110 or something like that. It was a different strand.
That's avian.
It was a different one. I'm telling you.
So it was H1N3, the bird flu, and it is the first instance of somebody having that in a person. Typically, it stays within birds who have that, and this is the first avian virus from this strain that has come
Avian
to
virus.
come
So
to
this
humans.
is again, so I put that on us as BCB Live that we've got to find a way to get our news out to China, to overseas as well, because we just talked about that last week about cuddling with the birds, right? About the poultry. Stay away from the poultry. And had we have said it and reached that group out in China,
Well, 1.2 billion of them now producing 3, right? Now. But yeah, so no, you know what?
I'm just saying when it
Are we
comes-
finding a trend here with these flus and with these viruses?
You know what?
Are we seeing a trend here? Are they originating?
16 months ago, I would have read that story and wouldn't have talked about it today. I'm saying I want to be the first one that we go back to.
Raise
Say,
your
I
flag.
told you that.
Raise your
I
flag.
called this out on June the 2nd.
Urgent. Let's be careful. We've got a flu going on in China. Before, if we would have said, hey, it's just a flu in China.
But I'll tell you, when the COVID happened, we in the States, myself, was one that didn't put much on it. I mean, okay, whatever. It's
in China.
Yes, it's in China. It's not a pandemic. And drive safe. I'll give you credit. You were saying, I think we're on a pandemic, and I was like, what does that even mean? I mean, there's no pandemic. It's a flu.
Yeah, I don't think it. No, we won't say that now, right? We don't.
No. Now we're a little worried. Now we're like, how's that not front page
and
news?
why is and I just want to say, can we take a good hard look at why China's originating all these flus, whether it be avian or H1N1? I mean, can we not just say, hey, slow down over there and try to figure out what's going on? Because
slow down, but there's a lot of action going on in China right now. We announced yesterday that they've upped the child limit to 3.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So there's nothing slowing down in China right now. Everything's kind of picking up right now overseas in China.
Oh my goodness.
So hey, it is Thursday, Thankful Thursday. Thank you for what you do every day for us. It is time for Buckle Up Bob.
Hello? Drive safe, Dave. No, I'm working on it. I'm on the other line with the vendor right now. Yeah, I should know something shortly. Absolutely. No, I'll tell you what, I'll call you right back when I get off the phone with them. Perfect. Jeez. Yes. Oh, I'm sure it's a real problem. No. I'll tell you what. Let me call the shop and I'll get right on this. And if you'll give me just a few minutes, I'll get right back to you. I'll call you right back. Okay? Absolutely. All right. Be safe out there. That gets them every time. All right, everybody, and welcome back to Thankful Thursday. And we have with us the star of the show, Buckle Up Bob. What's going on?
Star of the show. Oh, my goodness. You had drank some positive juice this morning?
Absolutely. I'm on a positive note, as they might say.
How does that happen?
We got to 50?
No.
We got to 50. That's how I got a positive
we got
note.
to 50. You should see the producer. He's like, oh, no, I got the wrong note. We are at 50 drive day. Happy 50th.
I'm excited.
Again, happy 50th.
I'll take it every time.
Yeah, that's right. Tomorrow you get to be 51.
I'm okay with it.
All right.
Better than what I am today.
Pretty soon we'll catch your age, right?
Yeah.
But yes, we are at 16 preventable accidents and 50 get out and look. Man, great record, 50. That is almost a seventh of the way through the year, right?
Yeah.
This under? So,
seventh of the way through the year.
Yeah, 365. So seventh would be 350, right? So just a hair under the seventh. I said almost.
We're going.
Come on, your
I'll tell you
math's
what.
not
Can
so
we just
sharp
go?
this morning.
Well, I just to me, why don't we get to 60?
60 and then
yeah, we're at one. We're what? 1/6. Yeah, I'm good. Let's just do it easy.
Do it easy.
Let's get to 60.
Man. All right. Hey, but it is Thankful Thursday. And again, I heard you and Sir Rick, and I just want to second that, great job. Just tremendous job. And we're going to see some more videos that just show what you're doing out there. I love I'm telling you what, I used to hate to go through all the videos because of all the bad things I was going to find. Now it's like I want to go through them all because of all the good things we can find. Yes, we still find some things that we can learn from, but boy, we're just going to see some really good things and then some things about patience. I think I've heard you say it many, many times. Just be patient, right? Don't get in a hurry. There's nothing you're doing that requires that kind of impatience out there. So I think it's a huge quality to have as a truck driver or as office. Anytime we're dealing, especially I think from the office, we have to be patient when we're talking to our drivers. Again, even if it's bad news or something we got to tell them or get from them, we have to realize, I think one of the biggest difference that I know in previous jobs that they don't realize is, when I have something, if somebody comes in, if Drive Safe Dave comes in and yells at me like he does every day, I can get up, walk away after it's over, calm down, grab a soda. They're stuck in the middle of traffic and somebody cuts them off, flips them off, calls them kind of names, whatever you can imagine goes on out there. They got nowhere to go. They just got to sit there and stew about it, don't they?
Yeah, I think acceptance comes a little bit more to mind when the acceptance can be the answer to all my problems today. And in a lot of those instances, you're going to get, if you've been in trucking a while, you're going to get that flipped off a little bit. You're going to get yelled at. You're going to get, and a lot of that has to do with just not understanding what you're doing or understanding what's necessary in a big truck or just doing what you have to do out there on the road to be safe. So because of their inability to understand and their inability and their ignorance of what's happening and your attempt to be safe, you're going to get some frustration on their part. But I truly believe that most truck drivers over time really get it that, you know what, if you don't get flipped off once a day, you're not driving.
Yeah, it's almost, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
It's
you're not
something.
driving.
Great word there. I used to have a guy that used to always say, kindness is free. We don't have to charge anything just to be patient and kind with our drivers, and just show them some respect out there that, yes, some days they just have a bad day. And, I know one thing is not feasible, but I always thought it would be great if businesses could put a truck driver in that dispatch or driver manager seat for a month before they start. And every new driver manager needs to go in the truck for a month. And you would both have a much bigger understanding of just all the headaches that each one, this industry creates a lot of headaches for everybody involved. It's a high pressured industry. And so, everybody has these. And I know when I talk to some drivers, they all are very courteous, say, I know you've got a tough job. And I'm like, mine ain't even close to what you guys do. I get to go home every night. I get to sleep in a bed. You have to sleep in that truck and fight with these. We see the crazies on the highway. Every day you're risking your life. I'm risking my life only if I come around the corner too fast and run into Drive Safe Dave, right? Because we know that's like a truck and a four-wheeler. I'm not going to win that battle, right? It's just not going to happen. Right, Drive Safe?
Absolutely.
So,
It is probably the most difficult part of the job is staying focused on what you're doing and dealing with the other people around you. I mean, it is, and it's very, very hard, and that's why today's a day in which we remember what they do.
Yeah, and you've said it many times. We're always thankful every day for what each one of you do, but it's nice to say we're going to guarantee one day a week where we just take back ourselves, take a deep breath, and say, wow, what a job these men and women do out there every day, not just on Thursdays. And it's evident by our streaks. Yes, streaks aren't the end all. They're just a measurement of what you're doing. It's kind of a accountability thing that you all know you're doing it because your streaks are growing. You don't have to believe us or word of mouth that, hey, you're doing a great job. You can see it. There's results coming from the job that each and every one of you out there are doing. And so on this Thursday, really, really thankful for all that you do. It does help the company. It helps yourselves. It helps us get freight. Our Sir Rick and our sales force, they get to go out and brag to our customers about our safety. And so that goes big, when the customer knows that, hey, they may be late once in a while, but it's going to be because of a safety issue, not because a driver issue that doesn't want to do the job. It's going to be, hey, they're doing something that is required to be safe, and they know their product's going to get there, in all likelihood, not be damaged, right? And we've been talking all week. One of the ways to do that is the hydroplaning, right? Slowing down in the weather. And so today, kind of wanted they give like a couple of things that you must do, right? And the first thing is, many know this, but many don't, especially our inexperienced drivers or even parents with young kids. My dad took me out in the winter, and a lot of this is kind of the same thing if you're on ice, right? Hydroplaning, you've lost control. And it's just like being on ice. So every winter, my dad would take me out when I was 15 with him. And then when I was 16, he'd keep me. So we talk about practicing. But you avoid slamming on the brakes when you hydroplane. Right? Just like you would on ice. You let off the accelerator because when you slam on the brakes, it can worsen any loss of control. And the second thing is, hey, if you start spinning, what we always said, turn into the spear, turn into the spin. I can't talk this morning. And it was worded weird because it said turn in the direction of the spin, which is actually turning into the spin. And basically the example is, hey, if the rear end is going to the left, you need to turn your wheel to the left. And if it's going to the right, obviously you turn the wheel to the right. But I think a lot of people, if you said turn in the direction of the spin, they're just going to go the way the front of the car is going, and that's not what it's talking about. It's talking about the rear. So if the rear is coming up from the left, you turn to the left. so that's just two things they give what to do. Drive safety. Is there anything else that, these are, of course, great things to do, but sometimes there's real things that you've learned over the years, or is that pretty much really about all you can do when you lose control?
No, I think you're right, and especially in a four-wheeler, what you're talking about here, and then in an 18-wheeler, you definitely want to get off of the gas. You want to get off the accelerator. You should never be in cruise when you're in these adverse weather conditions. I think one of the big times is you're driving along and you're dry, and then all of a sudden you enter into a wet environment. And it may not be raining, but it may have already rained. Mm-hmm. And there may be ponding and there may be a lot of rain on the road. What you want to do is you want to make sure you just kick the cruise out. You don't want to be running in cruise in that environment, right? Because even if that way you have no opportunity to let off of the accelerator if you hit high water, right? You want to make sure that you can get off of the accelerator. And there's some old stuff. I've had a trailer come around to the left a little bit and reached up and tapped the handbrake and popped it back into line. But there's a lot of things that really what needs to be able to you do when you enter in those environments. You want to be able to control the accelerator with your foot in those adverse weather conditions, no matter what they are. That way, your reaction when you pick your foot up is that it will allow the front wheel to reenact with the pavement. And that's what you really want to do. More than anything else.
Yes, absolutely correct. I used to say a long time ago when I seen all the videos first started, I would say the cruise control is one of the most dangerous mechanisms on the vehicle. And I just really want to rescind that because after talking to drivers, seeing more videos, getting more data, all the stuff is good when it's used properly. It's not the cruise that's dangerous. It's when we don't use it properly. It's not speed that's dangerous. It's when we overdo it, right? All these things are okay. You just got to use them properly. And so, I want to rescind that, hey, all the devices on the equipment, they're good. They have some issues, but if you know and are educated on what it's going to do and the reaction of it and what to do in these cases, then they're great, right? I know the cruise gives you a relax off that foot, right, a little bit. So you get to kind of loosen up because you're sitting behind that wheel for so long. But like you said, as soon as you see a little bit of wet pavement, hey, get out of there for a while. Make sure that you're not coming into some really wet stuff or some ponding, or vice versa in the ice and snow, adverse weather, as you said. So great points. All the stuff is good. We just got to use it right. We have to obey signs and things of that nature. So we do have. Guess what we got in the forecast today, Drive Safe? Look at that.
No wind.
Guess what's in our forecast?
Rain.
Yeah, again. More rain, folks. Let's go to what's current. So you kind of see we got a storm here by San Angelo. I sent an email out. It's San Angelo and Sonora, kind of, all the way up to Abilene. Sonora, there it is. It's pushed through now, so it's coming to Caryville and Brady, and it stretches all the way up to Abilene. You can see the red down here. So this leading edge is heading to Austin. Let's see if it's going that way or north. See the lightning strikes?
Moving through the hill country.
Yep. So Killeen, Austin, you should see it here in a little bit. And then we've got from Alabama. All right, this morning when I sent the message, it was just below Huntsville, stretching up. So now it's moved east through Cookeville, heading to Knoxville, but it's moving more north than east. So it looks like it's going to skirt, unless these pop up a little bit stronger. The strong stuff's going to skirt north of Knoxville, and then it should be starting into Huntington, West Virginia, which should be right in there somewhere. Again, you can see Moorhead, and that's where the current storms are. You see some trailers back here heading through Cape Girardeau and Paducah, Kentucky. And then up here in New York. But what's expected today, as we move through the day, is basically everything east of the Mississippi River is going to have some threat of rain today, and then Texas, right? The Panhandle, all the southern half of Texas should see some storms. But you can see from Florida, the tip of Florida, all the way up into Pennsylvania, New York, you've got on that east coast a chance of some thunderstorms. And then again, it also splits and branches back through the Ohio Valley, Kentucky. Doesn't look like a dry spot. Kentucky's expected today. And then again, I-10 again. Going to be getting some rain in Louisiana. Man, them swamps got to be crazy by now. I see some of the lakes around here are already full. So again, same areas are going to get hit again with the rain, but there is no wind. I mean, I didn't see anything up above 20 miles an hour when I looked this morning. So there you go. You can see, well, there's 28 now. So some forecasts have changed. So it's going to be in that mid to upper 20s, just right where them storms are, right? We said coming through the Ohio Valley. That's really what it's going to be. And the rest of the country looks pretty mild. So get a good day from the wind, but you got the rain, which still means slow it down. Please slow it down. Watch the hydroplaning. Who we got, producer? You got somebody?
Yeah, we got David Mason. What do you have for us today,
David.
sir?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. I just wanted to say on that one video where we let the car in to the left lane, I believe in being courteous, but you should never hit your brights to be courteous at night. Because that's, if they're looking in their mirror to make sure and you hit your bright lights, you're just going to blind them.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about now. Yeah, and I don't know if we did or not. That was really hard to say. And I thought it was a signal that they were clear to come over. But
I wasn't sure if.
Yeah, we may not have done that, but
sure,
that's a great point.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was us or the vehicle in front of us or even.
I think it was the car. I think it was the car that we let over was flashing their brights at the people in front of them.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure either. I wasn't real. I didn't see on the side of the road where I looked on the side of the road where it was running to see if our light changed its pattern at all, and it didn't. And it could have been a flash in the passenger. I mean, in the slow lane.
That because there was a truck coming there.
Truck coming out. I wasn't sure of that either. So I wasn't real sure exactly where that flash came from. But I will tell you, we did. We backed off and we gave some space. You got to be careful. They're always going to try to squeeze in. They're always going to try to find that. They're not sure why they think you're running slow, and then all of a sudden they get up there and they realize, well, there's a car in front of you as well.
Yes.
So. We get, it becomes that weird traffic pattern and that weird moment in which everybody's like, well, I need to go. And you just got to be patient, let it do what you got to do and continue to give the space and wait for your turn.
Yeah, and I usually put mine 3 times at night just to say thank you to the drivers. Let them know that I appreciate it. If the weather's nice, I even stick my hand out and wave to them, just to let them know that I appreciated what they just did. Who else we got, producer?
Yeah, we got Todd Bridges. What do you have for us today, sir?
This is our life protector, Todd Bridges, right? He saved ducks, deer, a dog was running at him the other day. This man saves every animal you can imagine.
What's going on, Todd?
Hey, Todd.
Hey, everybody, got me yet?
Yes.
Hey, Bob, I need you to call me when we get done with the show.
Okay, will do, sir.
Everybody else have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks, Todd. Anybody else, Mr. Producer? That is it. Well, drive safe. Great job again by our drivers. Again, on Thankful Thursday. Sorry, the allergies are kicking my rear end this morning. But 50 days. Great job, everybody. Next plateau we want to kind of hit is 60, right? Kind of shoot these mini little goals, and before you know it, you're going to have some really big ones. So as we approach my age in a few weeks, keep it going. Get out and look. Get help, right? Make the good decisions. And with that, it's time for
HR.
Good morning. We made it to Thankful Thursday. And today want to remind everyone, if you haven't had a chance, tune in to The Lowdown with Shelley Brown. We will have a new segment up today, and that will be live at 10 a.m. And then afterwards, it will be up on Spotify so that you can listen to it at another time if that's what works best for you. And today we have a couple of birthdays and an anniversary. The first birthday is for Arturo Dominguez, and then the second is for Karen Reed. And then we have an anniversary for James Young. He is celebrating 1 year with BCB. So happy birthday and happy anniversary. And everyone, please continue to stay safe out there, wear your mask, wash your hands, and use that antibacterial. Have a good day. Thanks.
Hey, welcome everybody. This is Drive Safe Dave on a wonderful Thankful Thursday. And here we have Luwanda on Thankful Thursday. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Luwanda McEwen. I'm a company driver.
And how are you today?
I'm great.
Are you great today?
Yes.
So have you seen the interviews? Have you seen us do interviews before and stuff like that? So you kind of know how the ball rolls, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I've seen the interviews.
So you live here in Dallas, correct?
Yes, in Dallas.
And you still live in Dallas because you're from where?
I'm from. I grew up in Oak Cliff. And I moved to Pleasant Grove back in 83, 84, after I graduated. Well, actually 86, because my sister graduated from Skyline. So I stayed there, and I've been there and my kids grew up in Pleasant Grove. But I moved to Tyler.
Where did they go to high school? Because I know. Where did they go to high school?
Skyline.
They went to Skyline?
Skyline.
And you didn't go to Skyline?
No.
Not from Oak Cliff, you didn't go to Skyline?
No. I'm a Knight fan. I'm a Kimber Knight. I'm a Sir
That's
Knight.
Kimball High School for all of y'all out there. That's
Kimball High School.
That's Kimball High School. And that was just a few years ago that you graduated, right?
Yeah, just a few years ago.
But you've been here, you've lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area a long time then, right?
Yes.
And you were born here, right? Your parents, your parents from here as well?
No, actually, my dad, he's from Jacksonville.
Florida?
No, Texas.
Oh, okay.
That's in the country.
Sorry.
Country. Both of my parents.
Oh,
and the other one, my mom, she from Terrell.
Oh, she's from Terrell? Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. But that's not too far.
No.
Terrell's not that far.
Because Jacksonville is not that far from Tyler, and that's we grew going back and forth there. So
big family out there.
Yes.
You didn't go see family, did you?
Oh yeah, family always.
Always see family.
Mm-hmm. It's a bond. I have a huge family.
If you had to guess, so when you say I have a huge family, when you walk into the family reunion. How many people there?
336 so far.
What?
I counted.
What?
Yes, I kid you not. It's 336. Let me tell you the short version.
Yeah, I want to hear the short version of 336. How do you even know that? How do you know that number?
My grandfather, which is my dad's father, that old saying, Pop was a Rolling Stone, so I guess that just trickled down through all the brothers, because he has a lot of brothers. And my actual grandfather had 2 wives. He was married to my grandmother, and then I have a
step-grandmother.
Which we didn't call her step. They were both
no, you
grandma.
don't do that. It ain't cool.
Because we were just one big family.
Family's family.
So it's 9 on one side, which is my dad's, them. It's 9 of them. And then it's 8 on the other side. So you can imagine of all those children all the cousins that I have, plus the other cousins I have.
So
and my mom is 9 of them.
9 of them. 9 children.
Yes, I kid you not.
Those are big families.
Yes.
Those are big families. So my question is, and I thought there were a lot of people at our family reunion, or my wife's, which is crazy big. But my question is, do you know all those people?
Well, you know what? Like 5 years ago, I literally didn't know until I got a Facebook, like a few years back, like about 6-7 years back. And everyone started like inboxing me to be my friend. And I was like, all these McEwens. And so I didn't know my little sister was already friends with them. And she was like, oh yeah, all of them kin to us. And I was like, and when we had our family reunion, 2 years ago,
right,
in Jacksonville.
Okay.
It was so beautiful. I mean, it was like.
So, what kind of place do you have to book to get 320, whatever it is?
Actually, we were lucky because we didn't have to book anything.
Like an arena?
My cousin, had land and it
Right.
was big, huge.
Right.
He
We
has
just
a
put
ranch.
tables out. and
Yeah,
we-
they just
tables,
put-
chairs, cookout, barbecue, you name it.
And
We're gonna
every-
go eat, have a
Yeah.
good time. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. And then everybody introduced themselves and told
Big
the
meet and greet.
parents. Yeah, it was a meet and greet and told the parents, the father, you know how we all were kin. And literally, we were all kin. I kid you not.
That's crazy.
Yes.
And that's nice though that everybody
Yes.
no, but in reality, yeah, there's nothing like family, right? I
Right.
mean, there's nothing like it. Doesn't matter. I mean, everybody's got that crazy uncle, and everybody's got that.
Oh, yes.
But it doesn't matter. They're all family, right? And I can tell you right now, I love all of them. They come into the house, and granted, and by the end of the day, I'm ready for them to leave. But
Of course.
but I'm telling you, there's nothing like it, right? There's nothing
Right.
like, and especially when you see the extent of somebody like that. I mean, all those people. That's an army. I mean, that's not a family. That's like a division. That's great stuff. And I guess you got to meet people you probably didn't know, right? In
Yes.
your family, and
Yes.
they probably lived close to you, and you never knew it.
Yes. A lot of people were from Dallas,
Right.
Fort Worth, Tyler, Jacksonville,
Sounds like y'all spread out.
McKinney, Oklahoma. Some came all the way from Vegas, California. It was real nice.
No, that is nice. That's
Yes.
special.
Yes, it is.
That's special. Do y'all do that on like every other year, but y'all couldn't do it last year because of COVID, right?
Right. We couldn't do it last year.
Yeah. But y'all thinking about doing it this year?
Yeah, they thinking about doing something once everything,
Man, you
go
might need
back
to
to
invite me.
norm, go back to normal.
You might need to invite me.
Yeah, I invite you.
you might need. I might be a distant cousin or something, but you might need to invite me. That sounds like a lot of fun. I might need to go out there. That's cool stuff. So you have 2 children of your own, not 9, right?
Yeah, no, only 2 girls.
You have
No
2
more.
girls, no boys, but
No
you don't have
more.
9, right?
No. Can't do it.
What are your daughters' names?
Alicia and Lamisha.
Alicia and Lamisha, and
Mm-hmm.
they live where?
My oldest daughter live in Little Am, and my youngest daughter live in Tyler.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. And do you have any grandchildren?
Yes, I have 6. I have 3 girls, 3 boys.
Do you know their names? Can I challenge you? Do you think you can do their names?
My oldest grandson is Devante, and my oldest granddaughter is Amaya. And then I have a set of twins, Calissa and Kenneth.
Wow.
And then I have Elijah and Eleo.
Is she the youngest?
Yes, she's the youngest.
How old is she?
She's only a year. She just turned a year old
Wow,
on
that's
the
probably
24th. Yes.
cool.
A big gap because Elijah is her brother and he's 14.
Oh, that is a big gap, right? That's from 14 to 1. That's a big gap, right?
Yeah, my youngest daughter, she only had the 2, the boy and the girl.
Uh-huh.
And then my oldest daughter, she had the 4, which is
The twins.
the twins are
twins.
are hers. Yeah.
How are the twins?
15.
Are they a mess? Are they? No, they're not bad.
They're not. No.
I always get a feeling that twins are a mess. I don't know,
They
especially
used
around the
to
15.
be when they were like.
Oh, yeah.
They used to tear. I mean, it was like, oh.
Get in trouble with it? Are they? Are they boys? Are they?
Girl and a boy.
Oh, they're paternal. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's probably better.
Yeah.
I can imagine 2 boy twins just tearing everything up, right? Just drawing on walls, chasing them around. I can just imagine. But you know what? It takes I'm sure the girl calmed the other one down a great deal, right?
Yeah, she was the boss.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, she was the boss.
When are they not? When
Yeah, she's
when
the
are they?
boss.
When are sisters not? Especially when they're right. I mean, I just know when are they not the boss? So let's get into a little bit about driving. You've been how long you been driving?
Since June 17th, 1997.
So she knows exactly the day she started driving a truck. I have no idea. I just know I wish you look back and it's that bittersweet, should I have ever got in one or got around one? But, I don't know, fell in love with them when I got in them and been in them ever since. So you, June 17th, 1997, that's 24 years of driving a truck. Yes. What all have you driven? Do you have any idea? Can you remember what all have you driven?
Yeah.
What have you driven?
I've driven all
dry
types
box,
of trucks.
reefer.
Started out in dry box, of course, Old Faithful. Reefer, containers, flow boys, water trucks, tankers, the crude oil and the sand trucks, dump trucks, end dumps, belly dumps. I know how to do it all. I mean, I'm the trick of all trades.
There you go.
Master
That's
none.
24 years of experience right there.
I guess that's why a lot of people like, oh, she got this experience. So, and I never be the guy that like, don't get the easy one. I always get the hard one. Like, okay.
There she comes. Oh, you know what? Nobody wants to drive this one here. Let's give it to her, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah. You remember you told me, Lou, you know how to drive a stick? I'd rather give it to the girls instead of the guys. And I'm like, okay. Well, I can't get the easy one.
Hey, don't tell all my secrets on me. What's wrong with you? I just don't want my clutches torn up. I'm just saying. So you didn't always drive a truck though, right?
No, actually, during my my junior and senior year, I started out in the title industry, and I was a film shooter at first. Then the lady, she took me under her wing, taught me how to be an abstractor, and then after that, I graduated. I became a title examiner. So I done title examiner for a mortgage company for like 20 years, And then
so how did you get to put it into a truck then? I get it. I mean, when you like trucks, you get to gravitate to them no matter what you do. But what brought you from because I imagine a title examiner is leaning on a desk, right, looking at titles, right? I mean, just...
Well, yeah, you have to go through the history of the house that a person is buying.
Right, but that's usually not done that's not like out on the open road, right? That's usually
at a desk. At a desk, yeah. And I got bored of that. Once I actually went with my cousin to just on one of my vacations, and I just liked it. And I was like, he told me, like, get over here and drive. So I actually just started driving straight, He was like, man, you are natural. He was like, being around trucking all your life, but you're natural. And so I just ended up doing it. I got my license and he taught me. Now, when I first started, I was scared to bag. I was terrified.
Right.
And actually, how I learned how to bag, we pulled in the shipper in Maryland. I'll never forget it. And I looked around, because my cousin was like, I'm going to go to the restroom. And the man came out, he was like, hey, put this in the door, too. And I looked around for my cousin, and I'm like, where is he at? This man said put it. So I was like, okay. So I jumped over in the driver's seat. And mind you, this is a Pete with 18 gears. That's what I learned. And my leg was shaking, my hands were shaking. And so I got up and I pulled forward and I bagged it, got in my position, turned the wheels, and I'm just really shaking and shaking. I leaned out the window to bag it in. And I was going real slow, and I kept stopping. And so I finally got it in there, and I straightened it up, and then I just bagged it on back. And when I popped the brakes, oh, my Lord, I had to jump out. I almost puked.
What was it? What kind of Pete was it? You remember?
Them long-nosed Pete.
379
yes.
long nose? Yeah. Hey,
and
so
he had that.
Did you have to open the door, and did you have to lean out the door to look back? Oh, yeah.
And it felt like my head was just spinning.
Not today, though. You don't have any problems today.
No, not today.
Do you get out and look?
Yes, I do sometimes. Not all the time. I'm being honest. I don't. You know, I don't.
Well,
and I'm
Luana,
not
we want you
being
to- hey, make it-
overconfident.
I know, but I want you to get out and look.
Okay, I'm gonna get right on that. I'll remember that.
Okay, I want you to get out and look every time. That's how we got to 49 days. Or 40, it'll be 50 days. It'll be 50 days. That's how we got to 50 days.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I'll tell you what. Do you watch the show ever?
Yes.
You do watch the show?
Yes, I watched the show.
Okay, what's your favorite part?
Well,
You can say me. It'd be okay. You could say me.
Well, when Sir Rick come in here and get on you about stuff.
That's your favorite part?
Yes, yes.
Why is that your favorite part? I'm the nicest guy you know,
He
Luana.
makes the jokes all the time.
Oh my goodness, I don't even understand that. How am I?
But I like your part too. I mean, you both put it in together. I mean, it works together.
For safety reasons, what do you like about the show?
Oh, for safety. Well, it reminds us each day. Like, we got cars out there that cut you off. Like, for example, a big truck. It was a wreck, and he never looked and see that I was right there in my lane. He just came on over on me, and I was like, "Oh my God, he finna hit me!" And the lady, she seen it. She just stayed back while I can get over. I'm like, okay, I need to follow him because I'm gonna report him. He needs to be out of this truck. You know, you have your pros and your cons because you have them truck drivers. They not all there, and then you have them cars. They just do whatever.
Yeah, they do whatever. They're crazy. aren't they?
Yes.
How long you been here, Luana?
March 24th was a year for me.
Nice.
So I'm still going.
Still going.
Still going.
Exciting.
Yes.
It's nice to have you.
BCB is a good company to work for. I mean, I have no complaints. I mean, some things could be better.
What if you had to pick one of those things to be better? What would it be?
We need a better system backed up with the trailers.
You need a better. You know what? Today, you know what they did today? They delivered a brand new mats to lay trailers down. No more boards. They've got.
Oh, and that is so good.
Yeah, they're putting in planks out. We've heard you. We listened, and we have delivered.
Yeah.
So there's going to be no more of those wood boards or anything. They're going to be plank. They're going to be a certain kind of composite plank that are going to last.
I hope that because that rain, it's just sunken.
No, I know. But today the delivery was done. They're getting out there. They're going to be out there. I bet when you go back out there today, it'll be out there.
All right.
They're going to be putting them out today. It'll be good stuff, right? Be laying them around. It'll be different.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit better for you. So we're going to do that. So that was one of the things. So we're actually answering the call of one of the things that we can do better. Hey, you know, I want to say thanks. I'm glad I had an opportunity to grab you to bring you in here. I want to say thank you for your year of service. I want to say thank you for what you do. I want to say thank you for being so wonderful and so nice and all the time. We joke around all the time, me and you, when we see each other. I do appreciate you immensely. I appreciate what you do and the hard work that you do every day. Thank you. And I want, if you ever see Luana works local here. She's in and out of the yard all the time. Do me a favor, elbow, fist bumper, whatever you got to do. Don't hurt her, though. Make sure that you say hi to her and just say thank you as well if you get a chance for her. And we do appreciate it. We love you.
I love you back.
There you go.
Much love.
Much love. All right, everybody. I'm going to say a quick prayer so we can get out of here and we can continue our day. Heavenly Father, we gather before you today on this Thankful of Thursdays, this moment in which we can say thank you to the men and women that do such a wonderful job. We ask that you protect them, that you watch over them, and that you give them your grace today as they go out and do the hard work and do the things most difficult to do out there on the open road or in the yard or wherever they may be. Keep them safe, keep them protected, and do what you can for them today. We ask all of these things in your name. Amen. All right, everybody. Amen. Have a great and wonderful day. We'll see you this afternoon.